One of the other things, I suppose, is how important is the customer experience, and how much attention should you pay into it. So as started to build our faces and our businesses, all of the businesses, we always started with the most exceptional customer service and customer experience. I believe, honestly, if you can build a business from customers referring and word of mouth, I think people, users are so hot on, switched on, and they've been there, seen it. We know what an advert looks like now. We know a good advert, we know branding. We might still fall for the same tricks of seeing the same brand and brand again, but we know influencers, we know that they're paid. We really believe if we know somebody in our circle of friends or our circle, a wider circle of friends, and we know somebody who's had a good experience and they've told us they've had a good experience personally, or when we've asked them, they gave us an honest review, that actually holds more credibility than a Trustpilot review, a Google review, an influencer sharing it, because your friend, somebody who you trust, who you know has given you a review, which means every single person that comes in has the ability to tell all of their friends, all of their family, all of their relatives, and that is a trust review. That's somebody who's been built in from a user to user. So what you should do is really that person, you need to put more effort into one, the retention of that person, and two, how to give that person the best experience so that they tell everybody about how good that experience was. You should definitely not be seeing them as a treadmill, as like a conveyor belt and in and out. You should be seeing them as gold for a lifetime value and the amount of people that they can bring in as a lifetime value. So yeah, really focus on the customer, really focus on theirs. Now, some things that we did in our business to help improve customer experience was, introduce things like actually having nice commodities. So making sure that everywhere smells nice. Have you got some chocolates on the table? Do you have like bottles of water and little drinks or something that improves the actual experience for that user when they enter into the clinic? The next thing is the actual treatment itself. How much detail do you go through in terms of the consultation? You can have everything documented, all the digital, all the before and afters, but actually making them feel all right. Remember, they're going to be nervous for this experience. So always put yourself in their position, as if this is something you do all the time, you can very, very much easily fall into the trap of like, oh yeah, just get it done, in and out. Yeah, these are risks, these are rewards, but asking them, so how do you feel about this? Is there anything you want to go into a bit further detail? You're probably anxious, so let's have talk about the anxiety. You're probably a bit nervous, so let's talk about the results. So let's really go through the result. And by having that open conversation and that open dialogue between people is really going to give you the advantage when after they're going to go, thanks ever so much for making me feel so comfortable, so relaxed, and going through the process, asking them as well, communicating with them during that whole process of the treatment. Are you okay? How's things? Is everything okay for you? Do you need a moment? All of these just simple trigger words is actually like from sales, and asking and trying to resell, because you're asking affirmations of reassurance, but actually what you should be really looking at is this person actually comfortable? And if they are, they're going to be able to tell everybody how good this experience was. When they leave, are you following up with them? Are you checking in? Are you also giving them the compliments that they need and probably the reassurance for that confidence? Because some people will come here and they'll feel quite self-conscious, or insecure about a particular feature, or actually might just be generally be embarrassed for coming to a clinic and actually discussing that with you. So reassurance, conversation, and communication is key. If in doubt, spell it out. Be so, um, be almost like overpowering in terms of like being so thorough with everything that you're doing. So yeah, I would spend as much time as you can doing that, and always have the follow up appointments, follow up conversations, make it personalized. And if you have a PA or you have like a virtual team or an assistant team, make sure they're following up as well and asking like, how are you? Like, is there anything that you're unsure about? Please feel free to tell me, and making the customer feel like they can come back to you. And that's that.